That one time on Burning Edge,
The truck checking didn't go exactly according to plan. While the team did manage to acquire the case they were supposed to recover, as well as two other cases with unknown contents, they also took more lethal measures than they intended to, creating an orphan in the process. Hiding their tracks seemed like a good idea, but setting off an explosion in the back of the truck triggered something in Jean-Baptiste, resulting in yet another chase. While everyone did survive, they also got split up. The rest of the team made their way back to someplace nice to discuss what the frag just happened, while Jean-Baptiste kept his eye on the prize to get his car fixed up, completely ignoring the refrigerated cases in the back. The camera now focuses on the front door of someplace nice as Jean-Baptiste enters.
As soon as Catherine sees Jean-Baptiste, her right hand falls into a loose fist, and her left hand goes inside of her hoodie to where her concealed holster for her jetliner revolver is.
Does Deuce see her fist ball up? Like, are you making it very obvious?
No, but she's not like trying to hide it either. Just like at her side, she like balls it into a fist.
Or are you just trying to hide it from JB?
And not trying to hide it from anybody. It's just like it's an anxiety thing. It's not a I'm about to punch him thing.
mm-hmm. This is a fist that got pulled out of your control earlier.
Uh-huh.
Cassandra, seeing that, first thing she's going to do is turn around in the booth and turn around to see JB and fixate him with such a glare, but does not say a word.
And as Deuce sees Kat start to ball up her fist, he will reach over and grab her gently by the wrist and look in her direction and just kind of give her that look to say, not here.
She just kind of looks at Juice, then looks down.
JB strides up to the table. Hey, what's going on, guys?
As soon as JB gets done saying that, Deuce slams his glass of whiskey down on the table and jumps at JB, taking a big swing.
I guess we're rolling initiative.
I think the best part is you don't know how much stun I already have.
Yeah, he is really fucked up.
Bartender, I'll take another. Cassandra's just getting a drink and watching.
I feel like the bar might have popcorn. If you would like some popcorn as well.
Micah's just going to sit back and watch the show.
You'll love the fact that someone else is going to take a shot at him.
Oh, I think this is great, finally.
It took you guys long enough.
They may let her do something to him, but she's going to let them do their first. That way nobody can get upset with her when she does.
So I guess Kat could go first if she wanted to.
Not doing anything.
Yeah, so Deuce basically started the fight.
Oh, yes, he did.
So Deuce moved to punch him and just did not react.
I won't edge this.
Pre-edged the...
Me too. Have you seen JB?
Yep.
He's a
He's not a
physically
fighter.
imposing specimen.
Right? So this is just a strike. I'm just punching him.
Unarmed attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna die.
Tie goes to the Shadowrunner, which doesn't really help in this.
Well, I mean, clearly that's Deuce. I've been running the shadows longer.
This is true.
Not if you count the time that I've been in the Matrix, which runs at like 5 times the speed.
That is also true.
I'm like Goku.
So Deuce lunges towards JB, grabbing onto his jacket and reeling back to attempt to rearrange his teeth.
JB curls up in a ball.
With the sudden weight of JB curling up into a ball, Deuce's grip on JB's jacket recedes as JB falls to the ground, the punch going wide.
What is going on? Why are you trying to beat me?
You tried to kill Kat!
What?
What is up with you? What's going on?
What did I do? Kill cats? Why would I do this? JB stands up and dusts himself off. Why would I? How did I try to kill Kat? She tried to kill me. Did you see?
As JB stands up, Deuce takes another swing at him.
JB tries to come to a ball again.
Yeah, so that's 4 net hits.
All right. JP's head snaps back and is knocked unconscious.
As JB's head goes slack, Deuce allows him to fall to the floor, releasing his jacket from his grasp. And he looks at his fist and he kind of shakes it with a little grimace on his face. And he goes, "That was so damn worth it." And he sits back down at the table.
The corner of Catherine's mouth twitches a little bit into a smile watching that.
Cassandra is full on smiling and raising her new drink.
Micah's gonna look at everybody, and JB is on the floor, or just in the booth.
JB's drooling on the floor.
Yeah, basically Deuce stood up out of the booth and took a swing, said some stuff, and then took another swing. And
I just didn't know where he landed. That's all.
so you know how sticky bar floors are? His face is currently congealing and attaching to the floor.
So I'm gonna grab the drink that's in front of Micah and toss it on his face. Hope that wakes him up because I'd love to see round 2.
Jean-Baptiste is in a pool of humanity on the floor.
So after Deuce sits back down at the table, he will flag down Trax and say, "Hey, he's going to need a drink. It's on me."
So this is the middle of the day. How popular is this bar? Are there other patrons?
There might be a half a dozen other people in the middle of the day on a good day.
So this is a Friday, let's say 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, there's at least probably 10 people, 10 other people in there.
Okay. I'm wondering how they would react to what just happened.
It's a little bit early for somebody to get knocked out at someplace nice, but it does happen.
Okay. Someplace nice is that kind of bar.
It is.
Okay.
That's why Deuce goes there.
So it's kind of like one of those scenes. All the people are sitting there drinking and they hear the commotion, voices raised. They see a punch thrown, more voices raised, and then another punch thrown. And they all like turn to look at it. They see him hit the floor, and then they all turn back and pretend like they didn't see anything.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. I guess it's up to y'all what happens next. Do you want to wait for him or have a conversation over his unconscious corpse? I guess it's not a corpse yet.
Yeah. You hear a loud groan from the floor.
Deuce, once JB gets done groaning, Deuce will step out of the booth and he'll actually try to pick up JB and slump him into the booth. So at least he's not laying on the floor.
Are we weekend at Bernie's this?
Yes, absolutely. So as Deuce lays JB down into the booth where he was sitting,
Catherine scoots away from him.
look, everybody, I realize that was it was called for. I don't apologize. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm sorry, but I think he deserved it.
That was a very brave thing you did, coming into physical contact with JB.
Good point. I should probably go disinfect. I will be right back.
Maybe I should tie a bunch of strings to his arm. See how he likes it.
Well, that seems as if it would be a fitting response, but at the same time, I think it'd be too risky to find if we were to find out that he did like it.
Catherine gives a little scowl at that thought and scoots back further into the corner.
So he's going to take an hour to even be able to wake up.
For me, with Deuce, I don't think he would mind just waiting until JB woke up. Like, let him sleep it off.
So you mentioned there were some back rooms at someplace nice. Would you like to take him back there so that it's not some passed out guy at 1 in the afternoon on a Friday?
Nope, I'm gonna leave him right there.
Perfect. Jean-Baptiste, would you like to make a healing test?
Yes.
So that gives you 3 less stuns. So a little bit after 45 minutes or so, you start to stir, and at about an hour, you kind of snap to, and you're feeling
I am accused. Where's the? What do I see? Is everyone there?
I mean, unless someone went to the restroom or to visit Drax for another drink, I would assume that everyone is there. I will let them describe how they're staring at you or glaring at you or, holding a knife to your throat or trying to duct tape you to the wall.
Catherine is just sitting next to him in the booth, but like as pressed against the wall as far as you could be away. And it's just kind of glaring and scowling at JB. You could see her fangs.
Cassandra has moved on to soy whiskey and is visibly out of it.
Mike is just looking at JB with just a smile of satisfaction.
So Deuce would have pulled up a chair next to the booth, blocking JB from being able to leave if he wanted to. And the chair Deuce would be sitting in the chair with the chair turned around backwards, with like the back of the chair towards JB. And he is also just giving JB the death stare.
JB stares around the table with a vacant look in his eye, and he looks around and he lands his eyes on Cassandra, and he goes, "Is that a bunny rabbit? Who are you people?"
I'm not drunk enough for this.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a stim patch and slaps it on his neck. Would someone like to explain to me why I'm getting punched in the face?
JB, I think the answer to that question lies in why the frag did you make Cat grab onto that truck?
I did not make anyone do anything. How would I do that?
That's a good question. How would you do that?
Can we get to the question of why you're putting back doors in our friends' cybernetics so that you can get on their Wi-Fi when they don't have that turned on?
That doesn't make any sense. How would I possibly do this?
Well,
You need a signal to make something like that work. How would it work? It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, we're aware of that, but you're also the only person around who could have done that. And
Could have. Oh, was it my magician now? Would I snap my fingers and crazy things happen?
hackers who can just casually get into people's cybernetics aren't that common, JB. There isn't going to be some random bystander on the road who decided to just do that for giggles while we're going away from a slightly scratched truck.
Again, it's physically impossible. Cat, your arm was offline, correct?
Yeah, it was. But you
Yes.
still.
Also, can we get on the point where you started flooring it after them? And, you do realize you had other people on your team who they're kind of looking to maybe get in a car, not having to, I don't know, grab on the back or sprint in a busy road, trying not to get hit by traffic.
You know what, JB? Cass brings up a good point. Why were you trying to run us over?
Cats is.
Come on, JB. Out with it. You want to know why you got knocked out? Let's hear it. Why? Why did you?
Because she murdered the truck. She had no reason to. It was innocent. And she decided to burn it. For no reason.
JB,
Yes.
can I see your cyber deck?
It's in my head.
Oh.
I mean, we can arrange that for you, Kat, if you'd like.
Can I?
Let's not paint the bar with him right now. I don't want to have to deal with the bartender asking about that.
Cass, there's not enough gray matter in there. It's not going to paint anything.
To address your concerns about killing me. If you do, you won't last the night.
That's quite a claim. What makes you say that?
Because if my heart stops, all your information gets directly uploaded to Evo. Where you've been, where you are now, all your comlinks, all your contacts.
So, what would have happened if we had just driven into an area of jamming and whatever server you've got this uploaded on couldn't get your little heart signal, would we have just had to wonder why a Evo response team just suddenly showed up when we drive out of said area of jamming?
You don't think I understand what wireless jamming is? I can see it.
I've got one right here. And Catherine flips on the jammer.
If he's got something like that set up, turning that on could set it off. I don't know how he's not setting that off.
He's lying. Come on.
Let's start with Judge Intentions. If
Unfortunately for her, she can smell JB, so she gets an extra die.
Everyone can smell JB.
if he goes like another day without a shower,
Mhm.
that's going to start negatively impacting you.
Oh, I believe it. I'm gonna edge that.
Catherine gets one net hit on her Judge Intentions. So I think Cat knows you're lying.
Catherine's nose flares and he's lying.
Do your ears go back?
They probably twitch, but they don't go back. I can smell it on him.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Now, wait. Which part's the lie? That he tried to kill you? That he's got something set up to inform Evo? Where's the lie?
The dead man switch. It's not a real
That's
thing.
the lie?
Yeah.
Might go look at JB.
Yes, Mika.
JB, was that a lie? Did you just tell a lie to try to save your skin?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Oh, there's more than one way to find out, believe me.
Are you trying to seduce me again, Mika?
JB,
Oui.
is that a lie?
No. You are trying to seduce me. That is not a lie.
JB, I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you have any kind of dead man switch set up to inform about us to Evo?
Oui.
That is the lie.
I'm sorry. This line of I've just gotten punched in the face. It's confused me.
Then make it easy on yourself. Just say that you lied about that last bit.
No, that's not a lie. I don't know what you're talking about. Mika, are you trying to seduce me again? You're giving me those bedroom eyes again. I told you, me and Stumpy are very close. I am very flattered, though.
Well, you know what, JB?
Oui.
Since you're telling us you have that kind of protocol in place if anything happens to you, I think it would be in my best interest to make sure nothing ever happens to you.
Oui?
I think the best way to do that, as I have learned by watching Cat, is to remain at your side at all times.
It's a little kinky, but okay.
Okay.
I'm going to have to state that that did sound like that. You might want to rephrase, Micah. That kind of disturbs the rest of us.
No. I think since JB brings it up, I mean, maybe that's what needs to happen, JB. Maybe, yes, maybe I am trying to seduce you. Maybe I want to be with you, and I think you and I will be with each other all the time now.
Inseparable.
As long as you always know that you're going to be second place.
I
Mhm.
don't think
to
so.
Stumpy.
Because I think that, and she licks her fang, I think that I'm gonna fix Stumpy for you.
I would appreciate that, Cat, because I do not like competition.
Don't worry. It'll be taken care of.
Thank you, kitten. So, JB, and she's going to put her hand on your knee. I think you and I are going to have a new, closer relationship, and you're going to get to know things about me and my likes and dislikes, and I'm going to learn about yours.
Alright, well, one thing I like is fried soy chicken. Would you mind buying me some?
She makes no indication that you even spoke.
I mean, so you asked me out. I assume you were going to pick. I'm gonna flag down the bartender. Drax.
He looks super uncomfortable, but kind of makes his way over.
I will take an order of the fried soy chicken strips.
Sure.
No, cancel that, Trax. That is not healthy
Make it
or
the
good
double.
for you, and I want to make sure you live a long, healthy life. So no, Trax, do not get him that order.
Trax looks confused about what is going on. Looks over to Deuce like, dude, really?
Trax, I'd listen to the lady. She's got a way with words.
Uh,
She's a jilted lover.
Salad then?
No, walk away, Trax.
You got it. And he breathes a sigh of relief and quickly goes back to the bar, and you see his head disappear behind the bar as his dwarven stature is eclipsed by the wood of the bar.
JB, we can't have you eating things like that anymore. I mean, we have to think about your well-being. We don't want anything to happen to you.
JB takes out a taco from his pocket.
Catherine is gonna punch it out of his hand.
JB takes another taco from his other pocket.
For the record, that is canon. That did actually happen last
It
episode.
did.
Catherine, once again, with her incredible speed, knocks that one out of his hand too.
Rude.
Trex, if he could see over the bar, would be glaring at you right now for the mess he's going to have to clean up.
At me or at Cat?
I think he's going to glare at the entire table. I'm not saying that you're possibly going to reduce Deuce's loyalty with Trax, but that is one of his contacts that y'all are potentially destroying his bar
With tacos, really.
with tacos. You going for 3?
No. I think 2's good enough.
All right. How are you going to react?
Cats, you are being very rude right now.
Oh. She gets uncomfortably close. I think it was pretty rude to threaten to sell us out. I think it was pretty rude to...
Again, you guys threatened to murder me.
I think it was pretty rude to nearly throw me under a truck. I think it was pretty rude to almost scum the job.
If I could not stop the truck in the first place, how would I possibly control your arm? And may I say to the rest of the table, how much do we know about the kitty cat that was grown in a lab and designed to exert the will of evil? How much do we know about her conditioning?
About as much as we know about your ability to make things, mechanical things, happen. Like what Cat is accusing you of, and what Deuce believes he saw.
What I know happened.
Oh, so what happened, Cat?
Wait a minute. So I just realized something else. Cat has mechanical parts, and she's also the way she is. But when this nonsense happened to me, JB was the one who was right next to me. And Cassandra, very drunk, is shoving half of her most recent drink over and drinking a bit more of it. JB, was this you?
Micah is completely confused. Like, what?
Yeah, did you turn her into a bunny? You big jerk.
What are you accusing me of, Cassandra? I mean, I know we went on a date once, but I didn't think it was that
Never
bad.
again. Never again will that horrible night be discussed.
Wait, you guys went on a date?
I thought that's what we were talking about. Oh, are you talking about how you're a bunny?
Yes!
So you... Cassandra, I don't know how I would possibly do this. Like, are you accusing me of being like all-powerful, omnipotent? I just got punched in the face. If I couldn't stop that, how would I possibly turn you into a bunny?
You're a hacker, and Cat is part cyborg, part similar to this. Clearly, there's something here. There's something. And Cassandra just leans back, hand on her brow. I might be drinking too much. And she finishes her drink.
Can JB try to stealthily pull out a taco?
JB takes a bite, and this time I think Catherine's gonna punch him in the face.
Well, I mean, it's better than punching him in the throat and possibly getting taco everywhere.
All right, so this is unarmed attack with those 9 dice.
Yeah, trying to sock him.
Are you comfortable with that level of success before he rolls reaction plus intuition to try to save his taco? If he had more edge, I would expect him to actually use it in this case.
I think so. I think I'm okay with that, because even if she fails, things will just get worse.
So when you see the punch coming and you dodge, do you get the taco out of the way and maybe take like a non-damaging grazing hit to your cheek? Or
I just assumed that it's like the last bite of the taco, so he puts his head back and like downs it, and it just
Shoves the whole taco in his mouth.
Yeah, the last bite for him is like 3/4 of the taco.
Yes. With 3/4 of the taco left, JB leans his head back to drop the remaining taco into his mouth as Cat's fist grazes his chin.
I don't think I've drank enough for this.
Cat overtly hisses at him.
So while all of that is happening, Micah's going to D&I Deuce and just Deuce. We need to be careful. JB just isn't a random decker.
I honestly didn't think it was going to go this far. I thought knocking him out would clear the air enough to allow us to continue on. I think he deserves to be uncomfortable for a little bit longer. Cat deserves at least that much.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about he may be lying, he may not, but he doesn't need a deck to just upload information about us to Evo.
Yeah, I don't think we should push him too much farther.
Why don't we just drop it for now? We could just get up, walk away. Maybe he'll come to his senses.
Okay, I'll try to subvert any further interrogation.
JB,
Wheat Kitten. Did you want a taco, by the way? You reached over here a second ago.
she kind of snarls a little bit. You know, JB, I spent a lot of time with Garrow, and I spent a lot of time by myself. In that time, I watched a lot of trades. And you know, there's people in those trades who can do things like that, who can make stuff happen even when it's not on. Do you know what they call those people?
I don't know. Magicians? There's a lot of things in trids, madam.
Yeah, there is. They call them technomancers.
You think I'm a technomancer?
I want to do another judge intentions here.
So yeah, you can tell he's lying.
Fragging hell. You actually are. Catherine looks over at Deuce, and then at Micah and Thumper.
You know, Cat, I think at this point, I don't know if JB even understands what the truth might be. I don't know if he's capable.
He does. He knows.
So what, do you think this is just him panicking?
Can you not smell it on him?
I can smell a lot of things.
I prefer not to smell JB.
I know. I'm gonna go wash my nose out with soap.
I think at this point, we all just need to take a minute, or maybe a little bit longer, and let the situation between us cool down. We still have to finish this job and get paid. I mean, you all need your sins yet, so we have to at least do that. And then we can figure out if we want to continue this little, and Deuce will quote with his fingers, team, or if we're just going to part ways. I don't know. Right now, we just need to finish the job. And he'll sit back in the chair and say, so why don't we just do that?
Agreed. Micah's going to stand up.
Catherine stands up and hops over the table to get away from JB, and then she leans back down to him and says, I know your secret now, little man. Are the other cases still in the car?
Yes.
Okay. I think we'll take those. Where's the car?
Yeah, it is, here's the alley.
She goes into the car, gets out the 2 cases.
Oh, the trunk's locked.
If it's locked, she pulls out a little loop of her monofilament and just cuts it open.
The smaller case still has the little digital readout that shows that its temperature is kept at -3 degrees, and the other one is completely without power.
Okay. Well, she takes both.
Okay.
I'm Jeff Alla, and I play Jean-Baptiste.
I'm Quor, and I play the former corporate security turned Shadowrunner, Thumper.
The character Deuce is voiced by Jake Ream.
I am Tempest Error, and I play Catherine.
Hi, I'm Jupiter Sanders, and I am the voice of Micah.
The Topps Company Incorporated has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Incorporated has granted permission to Burning Edge to use such names, logos, artworks, marks, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website and podcast, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Burning Edge in any official capacity whatsoever.
Let me post a picture of the box because I can't ever remember
Oh,
anything.
phrasing.
Ha! Ha! See what you did there? That's funny. You're funny.
Jeff has food on the way. If we start recording and get to a point where his character can order food
Absolutely.
in the bar, then he can eat in character.
Absolutely.
There we
Because
go.
he's a method actor.
Very true. I am exactly like JB.
It's Micah's empathy.
So it's empty.
It's empty.
Meanwhile, Cassandra's too drunk at the moment to do judge intentions.
Oh, come on, Bunny Rabbit. You are better than that. That was my best, JB.
That was a good JB, actually.
I never lie. I've always done the truth. 1 second, guys. I can be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, am I the only one who feels like that's character bleeding through to real life?
It's a little bit of
He
both.
did say he was a method actor.
I try to sneakily pull out a taco out of my pocket and like without anyone noticing, put it up to my mouth.
I'm okay with him using sneaking. It should be palming.
Can I make the argument that this is something that could be heard?
Yes, but only after I take a bite.
I think your hand moving around in your pocket, grasping at the taco.
Oh, you don't understand. He put it in there without any wrapper. Because the wrapper would take too much time.
Oh, and too much space. And you don't get the flavor from the pocket. It's a whole thing.
Oh, God.
Because last week there was some barbecue in there. And the barbecue sauce. You should punch him in the taco.
The face into taco into face.
Phrasing.
Did I say something bad?
No.
No, the GM did.
A little bit.
Punch him in the taco.
I mean, taco into face, like, also works.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh God. I'm the youngest one here, and you all are children.
No, we totally are. Let's take 5 minutes and figure out how to get back on track.
Okay.
And I will take 4 to figure out how to get us off.